This video podcast is brought to you by Advantage Media Solutions. Hi! Welcome to AgriBiz Talks, where we talk about anything agribusiness. I am your host, Tolentino, and for today's episode, I am here with two knowledgeable people to talk about how agribusiness-related organizations accommodate Filipino employees by focusing on one of the world's most known agricultural research organization, the International Rice Research Institute. Please welcome our guests, Ms. Gabrielle David and Ms. Saisa Salayo. Hi Gab, hi Saisa, and welcome to the show.
Hello, it's nice to be here with you today.
I agree. This is such a great opportunity for us.
Thank you so much for freeing your time and being with us here today sa ating show. So, bago natin simulan yung ating main topic, can you tell us a bit of a history and company description ng ating chosen organization for today's episode, which is IRRI?
Okay, so based on the website of IRRI, IRRI is an independent non-profit research and educational institute founded in 1960 by the Ford and Rockefeller Foundations with support of course from the Philippine government. The institute, headquartered in Los Baños, Philippines, has offices in 17 rice-growing countries in Asia and Africa and more than 1,000 staff.
So, na-mention nyo na yung IRRI, they have offices in different countries, including Asia and Africa, while being headquartered here in Los Baños. So, does that mean that they are a multicultural organization?
Yes, that is right. They employ women and men from all around the world. Erie embraces differences as natural and normal and takes responsibility for interacting in respectful and productive ways. They believe that diversity strengthens their capacity to deliver our mission, and they are committed to supporting and respecting each other's efforts to balance our personal and professional lives.
It's really nice to hear na IRRI promotes diversity within their organization. But for now, let us focus on how IRRI accommodates their Filipino employees. So now, as an international organization, like other international organizations out there, how do they accommodate those type of employees?
That is a great question. Actually, handling Filipino employees is quite different. Well, for all culture that is. There are different approach for different cultures and dapat knowledgeable muna ang isang organization about the cultural background of their employees. And I think we can look at that using Hofstede's 6 cultural dimensions.
Now, that is an interesting way to look at it. Pero para hindi tayo gaanong mahirapan sa ating analysis, I think we can focus on one of Hofstede's 6 cultural dimensions, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is short-term and long-term orientation. So, para sa mga viewers na hindi nakakaalam kung ano yung difference ng dalawa, can you give us a bit of details about them?
I'll just put it in simpler terms. Short term means that a cultural group focuses on the present while the long term group focuses on the future. And as Filipinos who have the concept of bahala na and addressing current problems, we are short term oriented people.
So, given that description about Filipinos, how does IRRI accommodate these type of employees given that they belong to a short-term oriented country while maintaining their long-term organizational goals?
One of my friends who work as an intern for IRRI mentioned that the working environment there is quite informal but in a good way. Like their superiors say that they should just call them by their nicknames like Sir Ganto or Ma'am Ganyan. And it is really a friendly workplace. Their superiors really encourage them to speak their minds and be vocal sa kanilang opinions. It's a friendly workplace. Other employees who worked and currently working there also said the same. I have read multiple reviews from Indeed.com, which is a well-known international job site. Bale, it says here that Erie has great employees and work etiquette, and they also have great benefits, amenities, and such, and they promote work life balance. Employees are also given an opportunity to learn and gain new skills through their training and development programs.
Indeed, despite being long-term oriented, nakikater ng ERI yung needs ng kanilang Filipino employees by aligning their values of setting obligations of their employees to form the basis for their workplace relationships and behaviors and drive the completion of their daily duties. Doon sa pagiging short-term oriented natin na mas focused on getting actual results and doing what we have to do now. I think it is also a benefit na Erie has their main headquarters in the Philippines. At the same time, they also cater to different nationalities and have staffs from different cultures with almost the same structure as sa ating mga Pilipino.
That's an excellent point, and it's really nice to hear na you know some people who worked for Erie and had experiences with them, as well as had gained the reviews about working in the said organization. So, for now, can we delve deeper into how Erie's values and practices foster harmonious workplace environment for Filipino employees?
Absolutely. Erie's values emphasize respect and diversity. They believe in embracing differences and interaction in respectful and productive ways. This multicultural approach is particularly beneficial for Filipino employees who value harmonious relationships and cooperation in the workplace.
Adding to that, ERI promotes teamwork and partnership. They encourage a collaborative environment where expertise is acknowledged and constructive communication is fostered. This is in line with Filipino collectivist values where teamwork and community are highly regarded.
That sounds like a well rounded approach that they're using. So, now, given their values and practices in the workplace environment, how do they ensure successful collaborations and uncompromised productivity ng kanilang diverse workforce, particularly sa ating mga kababayan na nagtatrabaho sa kanilang organization?
Erie acknowledges each other's expertise and is consultative and participative. They ask questions, pwede rin mag-raise ng concerns and challenge assumptions. Yung mga ganitong open communication ay nakakatulong para maging successful ang mga collaborations nila. And this ensures that everyone is
Moreover, ERI's commitment to innovation and creativity supports high productivity. As stated by Santana Morris in their research on cultural diversity and role of management, they have found that cultural diversity could increase the performance of a business by bringing creativity, innovation, and other beneficial elements to the firm, though it has certain drawbacks that can be addressed by appropriate handling by management. In the case of Erie, they are constantly looking for ways to improve and foster an environment where change and new ideas are welcomed, which I think is a good practice considering their diverse workforce. Gustong-gusto ng mga Gen Z yan. This approach aligns with Filipino adaptability and resourcefulness, ensuring that productivity remains high.
That is an impressive management. And at this point sa ating episode, we are gaining a lot about Erie and I'm starting to like them and I think the viewers are liking them as well. So, for the last question, how does Erie support the continuous personal and professional growth ng kanilang Filipino employees? So at this point, we're not only talking about how they want to obtain relationships or harmonious relationships, or how they want to obtain or achieve their long-term organizational goals. We also want to look at how they foster the professional and personal growth ng kanilang mga employees, especially our kababayan, di mga ating mga kapwa Pilipino. So, how does IRRI do that?
Yes, Erie deserves to be known. Well, Erie offers several opportunities for learning and development. They have extensive educational initiatives and training programs. From 1962 to 2019, over 300,000 individuals received training from Erie. This emphasis on continuous improvement and development aligns well with the Filipino value of lifelong learning.
Also, IRRI's collaborative research and partnerships provide Filipino employees with opportunities to engage in meaningful work that has a global impact. This not only enhances their professional skills, but also their sense of purpose and motivation.
IRRI does promote innovation and transformation, not only ng kanilang organization but also ng kanilang mga employees. So to end our discussion for today, anong tips yung maibibigay nyo sa mga naghahanap ng trabaho or sa mga individuals na gustong magtrabaho sa IRRI?
I think one tip is that dapat kailangan naka-align ang values mo sa values nila. This applies to everyone really. You should be with an organization that also believes in what you believe in para you wouldn't be burnt out. Everyone should keep in mind that you will be happy and satisfied in what you do kung gusto mo talaga siya. At the same time, you're in a place that aims for that as well.
For me naman, aside from having the right qualifications, dapat mag-focus sila sa character. Based on IRIS values and goals, they really want hardworking, innovative and well-rounded people. They would really appreciate more if you learn by experience and share what you know to them and others.
So that brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you so much, Gab and Saisa, for being with us today in that fruitful discussion of employee management and cultural dimensions. I hope that learning about IRRI and its ways of handling Filipino employees through the dimension of short-term and long-term orientation has been beneficial to our viewers. Once again, thank you for listening to AgriBiz Talks. If you enjoy our show, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, AgriBiz Talks. And turn on the notification bell to be updated on our next episode. Once again, I am Tolentino and this is AgriBiz Talks. This podcast was created by ABME, produced and recorded by Advantage Media Solutions, researched by ABME, and edited by Advantage Media Solutions. AgriBiz Talks is a product of the partnership with ABME and Advantage Media Solutions.